Hey guys, what's up? It's Ivan here. And with the War within right around the corner, as like teased at us by DE Drew by sending us that email of all the information that we already knew to give it to you guys to quote unquote hype you guys up, I thought it would be a good idea to kind of get the community's suggestions as what they're expecting with the War within. So I want you guys to comment down in the comment section what you guys want to see in the quest and why you think it took 9 months to actually develop this quest. Now, I feel like if this quest doesn't in some way, shape, or form really change up how we're gonna play the game, or if it doesn't have a really long, well thought out storyline to it, I'm not going to be able to say, oh yeah, this warrants the amount of time that it took them to actually develop this, because it's been the 9 months since the second dream actually released, and they started working on this as soon as that finished, because they're showing us the mocap studio and how it was all released. Of course, they had TennoCon and stuff in between, and that's completely understandable, but I don't really think that TennoCon would really take up that much of development time from actual people who are coding the game and putting everything together, if you know what I mean. Maybe it might have took a little bit of time from voice acting, maybe with Rebecca, and they maybe hold off on the project for just a little bit until she came back into the mix and started working back at Digital Extremes instead of on TennoCon. But I definitely don't think that 9 months is, that much of a forgivable time period. Because 9 months, it's a long time in terms of video games, if you think about it, the second dream, it took you maybe a day or two to completely complete the entire thing. If you had it already unlocked, maybe if you're just new to the game, of course it would take you a little while to sort of build up to that, and maybe you might get stuck in the sentient part, trying to kill the sentients. But other than that, it wasn't that much of a gameplay type thing, you know what I mean? It wasn't enough to sort of keep you invested and keep you playing the game. So that's why I really want to get the feedback from the community and ask them what you guys want to see in the second dream. Now, I don't work at DE, and I can't say that anything that you guys are going to say is going to end up in the game. But whenever you speak about things like this in a public light, the developers do listen. I mean, they especially listen to the partnered YouTube channels, because we can just send the video to them and say, hey, we want you to take listen to this or watch this, and then, tell us what you think about this. And they'll listen to it and they'll give you feedback, and that's cool. And with videos like this, I do like sending it to them, because then they get the community feedback. Obviously, it's not a lot of community feedback because we're not a massive channel. And the criticism is there where they only take, criticism from the forums, where they only take ideas and posts from the forums. That's probably because that the people who have been working at Digital Extremes for the longest of times have been sat down and they've been told, yo, we have this forum. Any bugs that show up in the forum, you guys will go fix that, and that's basically your job if you're a bug fixer or a developer or whatever. And that's what they've been told. You have to remember, it's a game development company, they can't just round every single person up in one day and say, okay, well, there's this new YouTuber called iFlynn. He goes and looks for bugs and stuff for us. Go check out his videos, and then, on top of that, do the work from the forums and stuff. It doesn't work like that. And they really have to be given a specific go-to source of information, and that's why they take a lot of feedback from the forums instead of other places like the Reddit or YouTubers or whatever. But whenever we do direct them to that, they obviously, Rebecca or Drew, they'll watch it and they'll say, yeah, we thought this about this video, maybe you could say this, or that was nice feedback, so and so. So I just wanted to ask you guys what you are expecting with the War event. Personally, I like the second dream simply because it brought in focus, and focus changed up how we modded our Warframe. So instead of running energy siphon on every build, I now run crucible projection on every build, simply because I have that Xeneric focus. Whenever I'm running the melee frame, I can use that shadow step ability or that shadow step tree, and that's pretty cool to just run around invisible. Pair that with your body count blood rush combo, it's really, really cool. And you can just kind of run around in a survival and be completely invisible while meleeing and keeping that combo counter up and dealing massive amounts of damage, and it's pretty insane. Plus you get that unaware bonus, which is also very nice, and you can chain that with other abilities like Loki's radial disarm, and it's really powerful. But I liked it because it introduced this new system, and that's what I really want to see come from the War of Inn. A lot of people have been saying, oh, Umbra is going to be introduced with the War of Inn. I think maybe there might be a little bit of like storytelling about Umbra in the quest, but I don't think Umbra is going to be introduced into the game with the quest. Maybe we might get a cutscene with it in it, something along those lines, but I don't think we're going to actually get like our Umbra frames in the quest. It would be nice if they included some lore on Umbras in there, but it's not something that I expect them to actually do, simply because Umbra has been a thing for the longest time now, and they haven't said anything about it. But that was kind of the thing with the Second Dream, though. They said, or they were talking about focus for like the longest of times, and they never really said anything about it. Then the Second Dream came out, and next thing you know, focus is in the game. They didn't say a word about it, and the same thing's probably going to happen with Umbra. That's my best guess. Umbra's just going to be a thing in the next quest, and that's basically going to be it. I have no idea. But yeah, it's definitely interesting to hear that it's finally coming out. I don't know if it's going to be out this month, but I'm assuming that hopefully it's pretty soon based on the Drew sent us the email. I don't know if I should have high hopes or high expectations for it or not at this point, but I've been excited for the quest ever since the Second Dream. Like, I remember coming home from school in December, sitting down and playing that, and I wanted everything to be perfect for the video I was going to make on it. But I didn't end up making the video simply because I wanted to experience the quest for what it was. Because the first time I opened up that cinematic, I was blown away. I was like, this is so cool, and I would never expect this from Digital Extremes. And it happened, and it was the coolest thing ever. And I just remember sitting there in my school uniform with my mouth hanging wide open, like, holy shit, this is storytelling, and this is how you do it. I just wish that they would bring these things out a lot faster. And yeah, hopefully what they include in the quest does make up for the 9 months that they have been, let's say, inactive in producing content for veteran players to play. But if not, I mean, as long as it's a kick-ass quest, I'm not really too bothered. But that's really all I have to say on it. Leave your thoughts and opinions on the Second Dream quest. Not the Second Dream quest, the War of Inn quest, down in the comment section below. It's very late at night over here, so I apologize for messing up so much in this video. But I really want to hear you guys, your opinions on what you guys are expecting to see within the War of Inn. Personally, like I said, I want to see something with Umbra. I want to see a game changer in there. Plus, I want to see the epic storytelling that they showed in the Second Dream. And obviously the music as well. The music was another big thing that really blew me away in the Second Dream quest. But that is pretty much going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button below, and you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.